Chicks is gone. I'm sorry. Chicks is gone, and it was a very, very nice restaurant.
It was a seafood restaurant.
Yeah, they held hamburgers and hot dogs too. It was very, very nice, and so we got the sand, and I said to her, "Well, you think she would like one?" And she goes, "Nah, I don't know if she would like one." So we found out that she did want one. So we ate lunch. Trish tried the
Connecticut
New
coleslaw.
England coleslaw. Connecticut's kind of coleslaw, which in Connecticut they don't finely shred it. They leave it like strips almost, and they have a different taste of it because they some ingredients in there are different. So it was she tried that. She liked that. She tried Connecticut's onion rings, which are a little bit different. They have a little different taste in them. They're not regular battered onion rings and stuff like that. She tried several things, which I was very proud of her.
You'd have
She
been
tried
proud of me.
mushrooms.
You wouldn't have believed it.
She tried spinach bread. She tried... No, I'm sorry. She didn't do the spinach bread.
No.
She did
Broccoli.
the broccoli bread, and she did the pepperoni bread, and she loved both of them. She said the broccoli bread she would have to get used to, and that would be fine. And after this, we basically walked on the sand and got some more memories of another thing of sand and the shells and things like that.
So I did make it to the beach, just not with you.
Yeah. She put her feet in the water. Yes, she did. And we got a picture of that, too.
Okay,
She's
Pam.
actually standing in the water. Of course, this woman goes, we go, "Is it cold?" She goes, "Yeah, it's just cold." I put my feet in and it's lukewarm.
It was cold when the
It
wind
was
blows.
lukewarm, young lady. It was lukewarm.
Cold. The wind was blowing.
It was lukewarm. And to me, that is lukewarm. I'm sorry. You could have still swim in that water.
All right.
And basically, we got home a little late because we stayed a little later than we wanted to because I wanted to be on the road by 1, and I think we got the road by 3. So we got to be home about 8 o'clock. But it was a very memorable trip for me.
Oh,
and
I'm sure.
I'm glad Trish had a good time. And
Now, what he didn't tell you was on the way up, the way the Connecticut drivers were going, I was freaking out.
I believe it.
In
with you.
Connecticut, they cut you off and look at you and then stick up your middle finger like it was your fault.
That's the way.
Right. So it was like one of those. She made me
And
basically
Philadelphia.
nervous, but I was like, "Calm down,
New York.
I'm used to this." So,
Pennsylvania.
but it was a very memorable trip, and she wants to do it again.
Any city. I'm just listing off
No,
places that I've had that problem.
I mean, I can handle Harrisburg traffic. I have
It's
driven in
not
Jersey,
Harrisburg is not a
but I will
city.
not drive in Connecticut. I've already made that clear.
We even got I don't know if you can see. We even got a Connecticut shirt.
I will not drive the Syracuse Express. And I've seen her drive the Syracuse Express. I will not drive in New Jersey. I've seen her drive in New Jersey.
She was supposed to drive New Jersey, but
He wouldn't let me.
I was in command. I just said to hell when I'll go all the way, and I was very proud of myself. I drove all the way there and drove all the way back.
And he did all the driving while we were up there. So when I go to work this morning, I literally forget where I'm going.
Well, that's not anything
That's
to do with
the
your
Trish
trip. All right,
You want
now,
to walk home, don't
now
you?
we'll talk about Friday. I guess
Okay.
you're done, right?
Yes, we're done.
Friday was a special day for me because I got to relive my wrestling days as a manager, and even did I looked at the video of my move, my high-flying move, and it
You
didn't.
need to practice more.
Not really. If you took a look at the video, it looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually looked at it. I watched the video. And,
I from the angle I was on the stage and the angle that I saw, he was.
It actually
he backed into that rope very well.
and I've never done it like that.
Yeah,
I've
he
never
backed
done that.
into that rope very well. Got on the first rope and jumped.
But yeah, I wasn't going
Then
to
you
get on
should
the
have
second.
seen it from where I was.
It's good that you didn't. I mean,
Well,
that's probably
what I'm
one of those
saying.
that I'll take
You
the
had to
camera
have
angle
the
from
angle
behind.
of the height of the angle.
But it
mean,
looked
was-
actually pretty good. I was
Yeah,
actually.
I think it was very well.
I really didn't expect it to look that good. So,
You know,
so
there was-
okay, the
I'll
storyline
tell
is
you what,
this.
there was a couple moves that those gentlemen were making that, from where I was standing, it sounded like, oh my God, they really hurt each other. I mean, like when they slapped
It's
him
called
on
wrestling.
the chest. I mean, they
Do hurt. That
Well,
hurts. I
I know
can
it,
tell
but
you it
I'm
hurts.
talking about like real, like
It does.
like a real.
There are marks on your chest.
Oh,
you don't want to get slapped in the chest.
Well, it was like, oh my
It
God,
does.
that had hurt. And then
It does.
the one guy did get hurt, didn't he?
Not in our match.
No, not in your match, but there was, I think the match
of the
before
idiots,
you. I think it was
yes.
the match before you.
Yes,
the guy got
they,
really.
They did
he
take.
hurt,
They had the
when he
EMTs taken.
He fell the wrong way or something.
And there was a fight backstage too, which
One fight? I heard there was 3.
I've only saw one.
There was actually, I heard of 2. There was actually one outside.
I was told there were 3, but I saw one.
I was told there was 3. I only heard of 2, but I was told there was one outside, and then I saw one by the dressing room.
All right. So the story is this: Rob Green's retiring, and he should retire. Well, he should retire because
he's got a lot of
there's too many
health issues.
there's too many kids out
What health
there.
issues?
Taking the bumps, wrestling
We won't
related.
go into that right now, but he has some issues that he really shouldn't keep going. And as much as I love him, I love to watch his matches. There's a time to say goodbye. I said it a couple years ago. I didn't want to quit. I really wanted to keep going, but I just can't. And Friday proved to myself I can't keep going because I just can't keep up with those kids and stuff. And Cage agrees that he can't do it anymore either. He can one here or there. Okay, so I was managing Cage because we went all over the world together, all over the all over the country together, and Green had Big
Chill.
Papa Chill. I have nothing against Chill. Chill's a good guy. I have nothing against Rob either. So it's kind of really strange it's like brother against brother against brother and
Yep.
brother. All brothers, 4 brothers. But Chill and I were on the outside. Yeah, we can bring the match up. I think I have it. Well, I know I have it. I don't know if I have it with me. But I know that I have it, and I don't know. We're not going to watch the whole video, so you don't have to worry about watching the whole video. That's the wrong one.
What was that look for?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Looks could kill. I'd be dead right now.
I thought you were.
What? What are you guys doing?
She said she's got some business to take care of on Thursday,
What's
which I
Thursday?
have to take her there.
Okay.
And she said that she's going to have a friend come to meet her. Won't have to go anywhere. And I'm like, okay, who is it? She's like, we'll have to guess. And I'm like, I'm not into playing guessing games.
Okay.
She's like, well, you and Mike have met him. And I'm like, well, what does that mean?
Okay.
So I have no idea.
I'm talking about that mic, not this mic.
I know,
Okay.
I knew that.
but I have no idea.
Shoot, where's... Hold on.
I really
keep
don't.
Talking. Keep talking. I'm looking
So
for
it's-
Well, okay, I'll give you another hint. He met him when
There
I
it
moved
is.
down here.
Okay. Oh, got to turn that down. Hold on there. Sorry.
Walter? Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Now, we'd already come out to the ring.
Yep. His hat.
And as you can see, I'm over here minding my own business. And Chill's
Oh, is
minding
this
his
where
own
you
business.
cheated, Michael?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never cheated. And
wow,
so,
you can see me in there too.
yep.
I'm glad I'm hiding.
And they just basically had some business between each other that they had to the last stand, you know.
Oh, oh.
Now, Cage is a bodybuilder. He slims down from that weight. He's at 235. He slims down to 185 to compete in bodybuilding.
Oh.
He has the microphone, by the way, in his hand the whole time.
Yeah.
I know.
That was not planned, as far as I remember. It was scary. That was actually, it was a lot of fun, but it was scary being in the ring or around the ring after being away from it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys, they've wrestled against each other so many times. And as you can notice, I'm wearing the Oscar vest because we're the good guys. This was awesome. When was the last time you saw a backdrop? Nobody ever uses backdrops anymore.
Power slam.
That's gotta hurt. You got it. That's gotta hurt.
Now, this is the part that gets weird. We did not expect this. We were attacked by another group of people. Prince and his group started jumping Rob, and we were like, "What? Well, I mean, this is our match. What are you doing here?" So, basically, Cage kind of cleaned house and said, "Look, he's mine to beat up." And I think he did chase him off pretty good, but they still ended up. I don't think anybody can hear me, so I'm going to turn this down. Anyway, he just basically challenged us to a match. Oh, I could do it this way. Yeah, here we go. There we go. He's saying that they're going to retire them both.
Yeah, well, we all know how that ends.
By the way, Cage is this guy here. He's the guy I traveled all over the country with. So we went through lots of stuff and just had the greatest time when we were doing it, and it was really awesome. So.
It's like, get out of the way! I heard your thing.
Yeah, the stupid. So my stupid megaphone has a siren on it, and I tried to use it when I came out because I tested it Thursday to make sure it worked. I left this on switch on, and it didn't work when I got there. So then I gave up on it, and it started going off then. That kind of was sucky.
Doink.
Yep.
Totes for goats.
No, he wasn't a goat. This is a new kid.
It was a great night, but I'll tell you, not being in the ring for so long really held me back.
Do we get to see your move?
What's that?
Do we get to see your move?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna show the whole match, but I am going to show certain things. Actually, we can fast forward here a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Did I go too far? Wait a minute. Maybe I did.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
you
Okay.
did.
There's one thing that. See, he was choking, so I was trying to help him out.
Choking,
Yeah,
so
okay.
we tried to help him. Okay.
Yeah, the guy he ran out of breath. And I was just making sure he was okay. I said,
sure.
"Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you
Yeah,
all right?
sure.
Okay." Okay, let me find where the next part that's important. We'll go here.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, here's where you-
Here's my great. Oh, I missed it. Oh, it's
No,
over.
you went too
Hold on.
far.
Here we go.
There.
So here we do. We have Rob Cook doing the arm thing. Boom. Then Cage went up. And of course, he did the same thing. Boom. I said, yeah. And they said, hey, you want to come up? I said, sure, I'll come up. I'll check him out. I thought he hurt his arm. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
his arm was
okay.
Well, you know, I
And
couldn't
you
even.
can't even get in the
I
ring.
forgot how to get in the ring. I haven't been in the ring in a long time. So I just decided I was going to take a good look at his arm from up at higher. And here we go. He was, you know, he
You were
blew
trying
his
to
arm
put it
out.
back into
I was
place.
putting it back in the socket.
Yeah, bullshit.
And then we can fast forward to let's see here. Let's see where we at here. Yeah, Cage went out by himself, was taking on everybody. Over there, he's taking on everybody. He's by himself. You see, Ivy was...
The best part, I know you didn't show it or see it or on here, but I think when he came out, didn't he have his baby in his hand?
Yes.
No, that's at the end.
Oh, okay.
No, that was the beginning. I got it.
That was at the beginning.
When he came out, he had his baby,
He didn't come out with him. He walked around the ring and
he walked around with the baby, and
his
then
son
he
from his wife.
Oh, I get it.
And on the onesie, on the butt of the onesie, said Rob sucks.
Yeah.
I thought I had a picture of
Well,
him.
here we go. He stole my megaphone.
And hit his own guy.
You were just helping him out of there, right? Okay.
No, I grabbed my I wanted to get my megaphone back.
Okay.
He had no right to take it. All right, that was it. That was the match. And then there was a 20-minute 20-minute thing of Rob saying goodbye to everybody, or maybe goodbye. So I just
But your microphone landed in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, it was a good time though.
Except for the end.
I really miss it. I miss it so much, but there's a point where you just gotta say I can't do it.
I know what you're talking about because that's the first time I've been running around a ring in a while, and
So she says.
yeah, I'm serious. I mean, I know the one guy said that you could come up there, and it's like, no.
Well, with a video camera, it's different because you're always
right.
looking.
But even for that,
around the house,
If you had a still camera, it'd be one thing because you're taking a picture then putting down. With a video camera, you're always, and if they ran into you, that
but
would
see,
be
that's what I tried to
thing.
tell you. A lot of the newer guys, I don't know their moves.
Oh, that's the other thing is we don't know. I really didn't know
It
that
wasn't
many people.
until
It was weird.
Andrew Anderson's match and to the end were the guys that I knew. All the other ones I didn't, so I kind of had to make sure that I was away from
there a
them.
few times in
Well,
there.
I know
I
I did.
Okay, I'm like, holy cow, where's she gonna go now?
So if anybody wants to see this match from beginning to end, I will post it. Let's see here.
Yes.
Copy.
So that's what
So
I
I
was,
can show.
Actually, I gotta figure out.
I
there
just-
it is. I can just do it.
I
this
was
way.
afraid for you. Because it was going to be hard enough for me to do it. And I used to do it
So
every
there it
week
is on
for
Facebook,
years.
and if you're on Twitter, you can also see it on there.
And I think it was still hard for you because at the end, I think you were mostly out. You were out of breath and all that too. So
Well,
It
yeah,
was
because I
hot,
didn't
too.
get a rest. I didn't
But-
get to rest at intermission because they didn't have one. My hair was down, so the back of my neck got hot. Yes.
I had a hair tie.
Yeah, but I didn't have time to put it up.
So anyway, that was
Should've
my
before the-
weekend.
It was fun though.
I was exhausted the next day. I didn't really feel like.
Oh
doing
no,
much.
I know I slept in pretty good.
I did too.
I slept till I think it was 1:30.
Oh. Well, the other part was that after we got to Connecticut and after we got the hotel room settled, I was asleep within 5 minutes.
yeah, and tell them what happened. I'm holding her to make her fall asleep. Next thing I know, 5 minutes later, Trish, I hear,
That was my CPAP.
and I'm like, can I have my arm back, please?
Nope.
I had to literally pry it away from her. And she still didn't wake
Should
up.
we tell them about the car ride home?
No, because I wasn't asleep. I heard everything that was
Or
going
no, wait,
on.
it was the second half of the car ride. Because somebody else was up front. So when I moved back up front.
I heard the entire car ride home.
Okay, then what was the conversation?
You guys were talking about anything and everything.
Well, that's what the Trash Talking Radio show is about.
See?
Okay, what were we talking about?
Anything and everything, I'm telling you.
You heard the whole conversation, so what were we talking about?
Okay, what do we have next on the list?
I actually don't
Yeah,
remember
right.
myself
See, he doesn't even remember.
because I was too busy talking. I don't remember. How would you like to get a gigabeer?
Gigabeer?
A gigabeer.
Is that anything like a gigabyte?
It's a lot like a Tesla thing. A gigabeer is you get a new gigabeer with Cybertruck inspired with Truck inspired bottle. So the Giga Beer is a beer bottle.
Oh Lord!
That's inspired by the Giga Truck, by the Cybertruck.
Oh my goodness!
So, hey, you make your money where you can, and in his case, he makes it everywhere he can. So it's kind of funny. I like Elon Musk. I know there's a lot of people that are haters, but I really admire the guy. You know, came here from South Africa, hoping to make a difference in the world.
I'm going to say this.
Say it.
Should I stay or should I go? That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
We were singing.
I know you were. I heard you.
It's always take. All right. I think I did this last week, so I need to know if I did this or not. Did I talk about Elon Musk being the world's richest person?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I did. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about that again. I'm just going to eliminate that. I was pretty sure I talked about that, but wasn't sure. Vince McMahon is getting what he hasn't had in 20 years. Guess what that is?
Retirement?
It's not what I was going to say, but I'll be quiet.
What were you going to say?
Laid.
I think he can get laid. It's
Oh,
just, I don't know if he can do it. He's got competition for the first time in 20 years since WCW. He has AEW on his tail. The ratings come in. Now, Friday nights they have SmackDown, and they have AEW after SmackDown. So it's kind of funny to look at the ratings between the two because the demographics are showing AEW is getting a lot of the older fans, and WWE is getting a little younger fans.
We saw the WWE building.
Yeah, well, it's. I just think it's interesting that they're just actually out there for the first time. In 20 years, he has competition. So, and it's really, the products are really different. I mean, I watch WWE and I wonder why I'm watching it. Other than it's the only game, it was the only game in town. But I really can't stand it. It's really bad. It's just, and people that are of my age remember things that are happening, like in AEW. I mean, the matches are better, the promos are better. It's just not sports entertainment sucks. Mm-hmm. I like wrestling, and I've always said that on this show. That one thing I enjoyed was about WCW was that it was different because WWE doesn't do it for me. I get bored by their crap. The promos are really not that good. The industry's changing, and he before didn't have any competition, so he didn't have anything to worry about. Well, he's got a lot to worry about now because this guy, Vince McMahon's a billionaire. Tony Khan is a billionaire. So finally, someone can match with him.
Yeah.
So and Vince has released a lot of his guys that probably budget
try
reasons.
To buy them out?
You think Tony will? No. Tony's got his own thing. He doesn't have to.
No, but I'm saying, do you think Vince would try to
No.
buy him out since he's the only one again?
No, because he probably couldn't afford what Tony would want.
Yeah, probably.
Tony, see, the thing about Tony Khan that's cool, he's a mark. He is like me. He watched it growing up. And he's like me. He wants to see a better product. And he's probably the only one that could do it. I mean, the other companies out there, Impact doesn't do it. Impact had its chance, blew it. And then we've got Ring of Honor out there, which they can't really compete with them because they keep losing their talent to WWE.
Right.
So everybody that we see came from WWE. AJ Styles, and Bryan Danielson, and all these guys came from Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Well, that's not going to work because Ring of Honor is its own. They can't afford to keep them. They can't afford to give them, and they don't have enough TV, and they don't have enough. They have a good production. They have a great product, but they can't afford to take it to that next level that they need to take it to. So, anyway, all right. Did I talk about the Aptera with Jay Leno?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Okay, good. I didn't remember
Now,
where.
you talked to me about it.
Okay, good. Well, okay, so Jay Leno has a show called Jay Leno's Garage, and he shows off all of his cars, and he test drives a lot of cars. So the thing that I like about it is that Jay Leno tested our Aptera.
Nice.
Now, it's really cool because he gave it high marks. Now, Jay Leno won't give high marks to a car he doesn't like, but this is his first chance at an Aptera, and this Aptera is the one that we invested in.
Oh, cool. Yay.
You didn't remember that?
I remember investing, yes.
Okay, well, this is the car that I've invested in, you've invested in. We both invested at $370 in a share or something.
I thought it was like $380.
Maybe $380 a share, whatever it was. And they're going through another round of fundraising at, what did I say, $8 or something like that a share?
Yep.
So, technically, we doubled our money. Okay?
We're almost tripled it.
Well, and once it goes into production, we should see a lot of things change. So, it was really cool. This video here is really worth watching. I'm going to share this video because I know there are people that would like to see it. It's really I don't know how to tell you. I don't want to. I gotta be careful. I don't get in trouble for playing their copyrighted stuff. So let me see here. There we go. And then we'll do it Facebook here. Of course not. It doesn't have to. It doesn't want to be that. Okay. So it's worth watching because you get to see him test drive it. And really cool thing. Oh, look at this. We had a repost of my...
Nice.
All right, that's the wrong place. All right, wait, new page. I thought I was in the right page. Okay, this is okay. Okay. All right, there we go. You definitely would like to see this car because it's much better than you would expect it to be. It's a lot smaller than a lot of the cars. It's really a cross between a motorcycle and a car. And you will license it probably as a motorcycle. But it's cool because it has that
When you said you don't need a motorcycle license
Correct.
to drive it?
Right. Yeah. But it's really a fun car. And this has the slowest drag ratio out there that you can get. So it's really, I mean, you can get 1,000 miles to the charge. That's just an amazing amount of energy. And it's because it has such a low drag coefficient. It's the lowest drag coefficient out there. So,
Uh-oh. Cheyenne was getting into something.
I think so.
Cheyenne,
What are you doing?
come here.
I hope she's not doing something bad.
She was too quick to do something bad.
Hi, girl.
All right. So anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. This one has solar panels on it too, by the way.
Oh, nice.
That's how you get 1,000 miles. So it's very cool. But according to this, now this is who's Chassis Wells shared my post. Which post? Oh, that one. Okay. And then we got, where is it? There it is. Humane Society reacted to my post on Cheyenne.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, wait. Okay. I said that I answered that I was the one that adopted her because in their post it says last week was another great week. 25 pets, including one of our longest residents, Cheyenne, and there she is in all her beauty.
Aww.
And I said that she's a beautiful and well-behaved dog. Sometimes she was waiting for me. I love her so much. Thank you for taking care of her till we found each other. And that was her. What is she doing?
think she's in your eBay room.
If you have to get her out of there and move the so she's close.
Come here, Cheyenne.
I don't mind her going into the places. I mind it when I find things I don't.
Is she behind me?
Yes.
So she's still a bit of a
Here,
handful.
Cheyenne. Come here, sweet girl.
She was testing me today.
Hi, sweet girl.
But overall,
hi, sweet girl. How's a sweet girl? Oh,
Well, are you going to show Cheyenne's new present on the air?
what? Oh,
The Buccaneers card, since we're so proud.
oh yeah,
of
I
you.
didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Cookie,
So
he got you something. He did.
I swear these two get my dog more than I do.
We love Cheyenne.
They got her favorite football team, the Buccaneers, because Cheyenne's a Tom Brady fan. She loves Tom Brady. And if she could find anybody to live with other than me, it would be Tom Brady. So, and since they couldn't find me a Tom Brady thing, they got me a Buccaneers thing, which is good enough. Oh. So anyway, yeah, check out the Jay Leno video, because it's really interesting, because he's an old time car fan. He loves muscle cars. He loves classic cars. So to see that he likes this new car, that's really a quite a different thing. And I really was happy that he gave it a thumbs up.
See, what you have to realize, Mike, you may have paid for Cheyenne, but we all adopted her as our own.
And I don't care, as long as she's taken care of. That's the important thing.
She will be taken
She's
care of.
taken care of very well. I mean, it's, I'm amazed. I saw the video basically of her running around with chasing that water.
Oh, you should see her.
It was like,
when I take a shower.
I even said to Trish, I said, if he doesn't adopt her, we're going after her.
Well, I can tell you that it was funny when first time I took a shower since she was here, was when I picked her up on a Saturday. So Sunday when I took a shower, she was like, "What's this?" And I turned on the shower, and she got in it and was looking up and started biting at the shower, just the way she did in the video. And I thought, okay, if you're going to do that, I'm going to have to take advantage of it. So I bathed her and I got her all soapy, and then I had to try to track her to get it wiped off, because she kind of got me off guard. I bought some good shampoo yesterday when I was at the store, so I can do it. Anyway, all right, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is our next contestant here on the Trash. The Trash is Right. So Ronda Rousey wants to end eating stigma. Now, what was she doing? Was she in the one room?
Yeah. But I can't close that door.
What's in the way? Which room? Was she in that room? Not this one. This one or that one?
She was in the eBay room.
In the eBay room or the room over there? There's a room that's here, and there's a room that's there.
The one across from the bottom of the steps, or the one beside the steps?
Oh, that's not the room I was in.
I don't know where she...
Sounded like she was in the eBay room.
I thought she was in the eBay room too, but I don't know.
Come here, sweet girl.
All right, anyway, Ronda Rousey's getting real about breastfeeding. Now, she just had a baby a couple months ago, and it says the 34-year-old professional wrestler. Now, she's known for not professional. She's a professional wrestler because she was paid a lot of money, but her real thing is she's an MMA fighter, but they call her a professional wrestler, which is really a shame because she's a lot more than that. Shared a selfie to Instagram showing herself lying in bed while breastfeeding her daughter, and I can hardly even think about saying her daughter's name. Lakia
Lakia Brown.
Yeah. Was born less than a month ago. Rousey used the caption to call attention to the stigma around breastfeeding. Our boys asked me the other day how I'm gonna feed Poe, that's her name, I guess, or they call her Poe, on the plane when we take her with us to Hawaii. And I was like, the same way I always do. Then it occurred to me that they probably have never seen anyone breastfeed before and weren't sure it was appropriate in public. Motherhood's it says motherhood's some badass primal beautiful shit that shouldn't be hidden. It still blows my mind that the body assembled this little person, pushed her out, and now makes everything she needs to thrive. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's something to brag about. Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings about this because the world's full of idiots. And so, not her, I'm just saying the world's full of idiots that don't understand and don't want to, bunch of hypocrites.
I mean, I understand where some people feel like, they don't understand. They feel that should be private because you have like the people that with nudity and everything. So I mean, I get both sides of it, but
it's not nudity. It's not like it's porno. That's
right.
I just think it's crazy. Your favorite topic, Jeopardy. Your buddy Matt Amadio's Jeopardy streak is over. New winner is crowned. So he made $1 million.
Really?
Yeah. He made, I think, $1.5 million. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Who beat him?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you in a sec. I just got to post it before
I think his last name was Fisher, I think.
The person that won.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't even know. He did 1,518,601. So
wow.
It's kind of cool. Of course, that's how I made my money too, Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Fisher. It says Amadio 38-game winning streak came to an end during Monday's episode after Florida native Jonathan Fisher snagged the highest score. Fisher won 29,200, beating Jessica Stevens, a statistical research specialist from Nashville. While she was in the lead during several moments of the game, she found herself in second place with 28,799. Amadio came in third, pocketing $5,600.
There was discussion at first that they thought he threw it. But he's like, nope.
Yeah. Well, I would, I would say, I got $1.5 million. I'm okay with that.
I'm over as much as I can.
So,
Gotta get back in.
now, did you figure out which room was which?
I think so.
The one across from the steps is the eBay room.
Yeah.
The one next to the steps is the Pammer.
Okay, well, I shut both rooms.
Okay, good. Well, that'll eliminate that. So,
I was the one out by the garage.
you want
eBay room.
you want it? I thought that's what you said.
I said I
Oh,
went.
you went.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, you can't close that door because I put that stand in there, and I'm thinking of changing that because the reason I did that is Buddy would open the door with his teeth, and he mangled it really bad, if you noticed, and he also ripped the door apart. And so I decided I was going to leave that door open because he in there, and then he couldn't get back out.
Right.
Well, she does not do that, so I'm going to make it so that I can use that door again so that when you leave, it'll be easier to leave.
Come here, sweet girl.
It's funny, whenever I get downstairs, she would go straight to the garage. Even if I'm coming over here, she thinks I'm going for a ride.
Oh, I was
She's
just
trying
playing.
to tell you,
I was
let's
playing
go.
with her a little bit too before I came back.
Well, she,
Get her wound up. Sure, go ahead.
did you do...
I tried to, but that's not what I was
You
doing.
don't want to do that. I'm telling you guys. She gets crazy.
She was just jumping up on me anyhow.
All right, let's see.
Hey, sweet girl.
You probably... How long do you think you have to wait for a ride at Disney?
Too
20
long.
minutes.
2
I'm
hours.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. No.
2 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say about 3 hours.
Well, if you got 3 hours, you would be happy.
Probably more than that.
It is.
6 hours?
Which one did I hit?
Cheyenne.
I should know I should multitask. Oh, I did do it right. Okay. The waiting for some of these rides is at... Where's that? Here it is. Okay. I think it was 9
That's why
or
you
8
do
hours.
My Little Secret.
What?
Oh, here's... Okay.
Wait till off season?
Tomorrowland was 50 minutes. Big Thunder was 55.
Wow.
It's a Small World was 55. Under the Sea was 65. I thought it was longer than that. Haunted Mansion 70. 8 rides at Magic Kingdom boast more than an hour or hour wait.
You know what you do? You put someone in a wheelchair and say they're handicapped and they can't walk that well, and then you go to the end of the end of the, you move them all the way from the where people walk out, all the way from the back, all the way to the top, and you go, this person's handicapped, they can't wait in the, or I forget how
What
much,
does she have? Cheyenne, come here.
No,
I don't know what it is.
oh, she's chewing on something. I don't know what it is either. Probably something that she's not supposed to have.
Cheyenne.
The Peter Pan's was 70, Space Mountain 75, Splash Mountain was 75, Pirates of the Caribbean 80, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is 90, Jungle Cruise 95.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. I thought it was longer than that. For some reason, I guess I was wrong about that. But anyway, I love Disney because it's a fat-friendly place. So any place that's fat-friendly is my kind of place. So, you guys are all Avengers fans, right?
Yes.
If you had a chance to buy an Avenger prop, used prop, what would you like?
A hammer.
Okay. What would you like?
I would probably go with the hammer.
Oh, you guys,
Well,
lame.
I thought he'd go for the ring. Ah, the shield.
You can buy the shield. Hakes to auction Chris Evans' screen use Captain America shield from Avengers Endgame. It's in York, PA.
Nice.
Marvel Cinema Universe's groundbreaking achievement for interconnected films crafted by numerous architects and starring many of Marvel's most powerful heroes and game-changing villains. Is she not giving it to you? Here, wait. Give her one of these. Give her one of these. She'll get it. She'll
drop it.
Yeah. Oh, she's sticking to her stuff.
She's like, you're not gonna fool me.
Anyway, says here, Hakes is offering it constructed by Marvel Studios prop master Russell Bobbitt. The shield's 24 inches in diameter and approximately 3 inches deep and constructed of high-density foam.
Wow.
What is it? Is that a picture or what was it? I don't even know. Just throw it in that garbage can over there. Ugh. She finds some weird stuff.
I think we need to bring her to our house to find those missing things.
It says here, between 30 and 40 shields were produced for Endgame. The example being auctioned by Hakes was used for close-ups in Evan's hand, and it shows the most detail. Its spun aluminum surface exhibits mesmerizing metallic shield. It's kind of cool.
Daryl would
What it's going to go for. Oh, wow. Okay. The shield was gifted to youth empowerment nonprofit Sand Sisters of Los Angeles by Marvel. It was offered in February 2020 in a raffle by Sand Sisters known as the Girl Powerful and generated, guess how much? I won't say, guess how much?
For the shield?
For the shield.
50,000.
Okay.
No, I'd go, I know it's probably too high, but $1 million.
She wins just by Price is Right rules. 155,801.
Wow.
So.
You had too many zeros on the end, sweetheart.
Yeah, if you're taking some zeros off
okay.
Well, I mean, some of those things do go a lot higher than you would expect to go. So, I would have never imagined that it would go for that high, but it definitely did well. So, okay, so now let's see. I'm going to copy this over. It's going to be one of those I can't do with the one button thing.
She's not that she doesn't get enough, but I think she's just striving for attention. She's
yeah, after all, nobody pays any
she's a very playful dog, and that's, she's used to being
She's used to being in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
she wants the attention and stuff. Yeah. See, she knows. Sit down. Give me your paw. There you go. I've done it. Give me my paw. I gave you your paw. Give me the treat now.
She's a very, very smart dog. Very,
Get her,
very smart.
Cheyenne. Get her. What'd you throw
if
it
I
over
say
there
let's
for?"
go to bed, she's all ready to go. She's ready to roll, and she's definitely
She's like,
one of
she
a kind.
threw it. She expects me to do what? Oh, she wants to dance.
Huh. Wonder if it's broadcasting on. Wonder if it's broadcasting on Twitter. Maybe it isn't. What's going on here? There's Ronda Rousey. There's. Didn't check this week. I don't see it. But it supposedly is broadcasting.
Are you trying to say I'm too fat or you too fat? Or both?
Hey.
Well, every time I move to get out, I can't get back in.
Well, that's weird. I don't see. Oh, maybe that's. Is that it? No, that's the first. That's the old one. Huh. So it's not recording on Twitter like it's supposed to.
Well, that's not good.
I guess I have to check. I should check Twitch just to be sure. Yeah, Twitch is okay. But Twitter is not. Kind of odd. Not really sure why it's not there. It should have been there. I can put it on later, but damn. Well, I guess that didn't work. That code I was using didn't work. All right. All right. Next. All right. Oh, that was a live video clip. I didn't realize that. How do I do it? See, she's riding fast. That girl.
Nobody has their headphones on, so they're not jumping.
Yeah, well,
I was still jumping.
she likes rides a lot. She rides in the back, she rides in the front, she rides in the middle. She just likes to ride. All right, next thing. So that's Chris Evans. Then we got. What we got here? So they're doing an angle that I actually do like on WWE. Going back to WWE, where Paul Heyman is the manager of, or was the manager of Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Well, since Brock Lesnar's been gone, he became the manager of Roman Reigns.
Oh boy.
Now this Thursday they're going to be in Saudi Arabia for their big Saudi Arabia show.
And they do that twice a year, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Roman Reigns is taking on Brock Lesnar. Now, the funny thing is, Brock Lesnar says that he's being told things by Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman says I'm not with him, and he's telling Roman that he is. He just helped me fill out the contract and everything. So that's going to be an interesting angle. So that's a Thursday show, and it's going to be during the day that I'll get to see that. So.
Oh, that's because some people are retired and some people have to work.
No, he's just tired.
When I had a job, I used to watch him all day too because I'd keep my phone on my desk and I'd watch it. You know. But it'll be an interesting. It says Paul Heyman teases betraying Roman Reigns at the Crown Jewel, and it could happen. Who knows? It might be interesting. Well, it should be interesting. I mean, that is one angle that I'm interested in, but I don't have a lot of like. I'm not committed to a lot of it, so I don't know. Like AEW, I'm pretty committed to the characters, but I don't know. I just think WWE has lost a lot of pizzazz, and plus I know that after Crown Jewel, Brock's not going to be around till probably Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's
so
what,
I
summer?
really doubt that he's going to win because they're not going to hold the title for him for, how long is that? Till January, But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, also, getting clear through those things. I had so many things that I had to talk about. Okay, that one I already did. The Ronda Rousey thing. And then Oh, this was... Whew. Okay, I'm a big America's Got Talent fan.
Yes.
But they had this one guy that was on last season that really scared me. He did some terrifying, scary stunts because he's a magician or whatever you want to call him, stuntman. I don't know. Anyway, this guy, America's Got Talent is starting this new show, and this guy was going to be on it. I'm going to say was going to be on it because it didn't go quite according to plan. This guy definitely has done some things that scared me when he did them at this last season. But this time, things went bad. The video is kind of scary. I don't know if you want to watch it or not. If you want to watch it, I'll play it. If you don't want to watch it, I won't play it. But it is scary. Okay, he's hanging between... He's supposed to go between these two cars, and then these cars are moving in his direction.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see it.
All right, let me see. Where's the video footage? Here it is. All right, here we go. So he's right in the middle. He's supposed to get out of there before they hit. Boom.
Oh!
Whoops.
He's in the hospital.
Wow.
He did live.
Oh.
But I'm telling you, he's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
It's a great day to be alive.
That's freaking scary.
Is that like the almost like the great Houdini that was supposed to do that water? I think it was like a water jug. He goes upside down in the water jug, and then, or one of those. I think it was the glass one where he goes upside down in the glass thing, and he was supposed to be out like within, we'll say, just like 5 minutes, and 5 minutes goes by and he's not there, and then they finally break the glass, and I guess the great Houdini is that's how he dies, because he suffocates in the water.
Well, he's lucky. He's lucky to be alive. He's got to count his stars because I mean
He used one of his 9 lives.
At least one. It says here, according to NBC press release, the series will showcase the most outrageous, unique, and jaw-dropping acts of enormous scale and magnitude. The winner of the death-defying show, which will be judged by WWE star Nikki Bella and X Games medalist Travis Pastrana, and executive producer Simon Cowell, will get a $500,000 prize. The premiere date has not been announced. This guy here, I forget his name. It's like Nick. It's Goodwin. Is it Nick Goodwin? No, Jonathan Goodwin. He's 41, and he is banged up. I mean, he's lucky to be alive. He is real lucky to be alive. Like I said, that was just bizarre, and everything he did on the show, he looked like he was going to get killed. So this is the first one that he actually got injured on. So, what?
It's an interesting thing that just came into my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely is. And that leads to the next story, which is NBC puts AGT Extreme on hold after Daredevil stunt goes horribly wrong.
Oh.
Thanks to our buddy, he kind of stopped the show. Want to talk about a showstopper?
Yeah.
That's a real showstopper. He got really close to stopping more than.
I wonder if he's going to try that stunt again.
You know, people like him do though. They're just as kind of crazy as they pretend to be, because they're not pretending. I didn't see this other article. I don't know what this other article is. It says here, former AGT contestant speaks out. Show pressures after a show stunt goes bad. Want to see who this is. I didn't see this earlier. Let's see if it's him. No, it's another guy. Former contestant revealed on Monday that performers are pushed to do bigger and better acts each week, even though they may not have the experience to pull off the outrageous stunts. Danny Wolverton, 36, who performed levitation acts on season 8, said the pressure to make the contestants go to the next round and pull off stunts are similar to that one that left the stuntman critically injured last week when he was crushed between cars. I just wonder how bad he got hurt. Because that, I guess I could have looked, huh? Let's see.
Probably don't tell you that.
Well, let's see. Got sandwiched between the cars, which are separated 70 feet, instead of narrowly dropping between them. For the stunt, Goodwin was supposed to free himself from the straitjacket while dangling from his feet between the two cars. But instead he got, it says, he fell to the ground hitting his head, which clip does not show. He was airlifted to the hospital in critical condition, underwent surgery. His current condition is not known. The accident was so grisly, the crew was set on, thought that he was dead. He was responsive and immediately taken to the hospital, where he's continuing to receive medical care. That's all I really know about him. So I could do a search for his name, though, couldn't I? Jonathan Goodwin. Let's see if we have an update for Jonathan Goodwin.
Let's see.
At least one of you is doing
Here,
a good
suffered
job.
multiple. Okay, 40-year-old was sandwiched between
He's supposed
cars.
to be doing the job,
I'm not over there. I'm not over there.
but you're supposed to be still
Doesn't
doing
matter
it.
where
did
you
it
sit, you
the
can
other
still
day
do
when
it.
you were over here.
No, she wants the job. She can have it.
I was doing it long before you were.
Here it is. It says stunt performer
Time for me to
Jonathan
retire.
Goodwin was hospitalized after an accident on Atlanta set, and is facing
According-
several.
Alive, alert, and well.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I don't know how bad it was. The 40-year-old escape artist was sandwiched between two cars. The responding officer told the outlet they were able to observe the stuntman after the incident, and Goodwin was conscious and alert.
What do you got now?
An explosion immediately occurred upon impact, leaving the performer brutally injured with multiple broken bones and burns across his body.
I'll tell you what. Nope.
I wouldn't do it either.
I mean, he could have done something more dangerous than that. Like jumped off the first rope onto a guy's arm.
Yeah, that's
But-
true.
I think my stunt went well. What's she doing now? She's running away too. She knows she's in trouble. So I don't know. It's just kind of scary when I see people that do that kind of stuff. Man, I wouldn't do that for anything. Just no way. But then I'm a coward, you know. But those cowards live to live another day.
And I could just hear them at the hospital. What did you do? I was trying to drop between two cars.
Yeah. You know you're going to have to answer that like 20 times too.
Yep.
You don't just get it one time. You have to answer it over and over again. Yeah. Nope. I thought he was surely dead when I saw that video. So, all right, we had two more of the entertainment, and then we move on to cool stuff. Here is something about your boy,
My boy?
Jason
Woohoo!
Momoa.
Yeah, baby.
He was injured while filming Aquaman 2,
Shit.
and he says, "I'm an aging superhero." Yep, I can relate to you, because you can't. You can't fight age, and no matter how much you try, you just can't.
That's true.
Age always wins.
Yep.
So he was. Let's see here. He's giving his all in the latest role, even if it means getting a scratch here or there. The actor is 42, set to star in Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom after first playing the super hero in 2018.
I think, not to interrupt, I think we found a new job for Ashley's assistant.
The dog sitter.
Yeah, that's
What's a pen?
was a pen. Yeah, well, maybe she had a letter to write to the.
I don't know where the other half.
Just throw it away. Oh, she's got what she got now. Oh,
This is a band-aid. Or not a band-aid.
oh, she's got.
Another battery.
Just throw it away in the white container there, and in the garbage can, and I'll deal with that later. Where's she going? Did you put it over there? Oh, you put it over there. Okay. I was going to say. Says here he revealed that the role hasn't come without its own risks. And there were rumors that he hurt himself. I messed up my eyes. I got something in it that kind of cut it up. And then I got surgery. I have a hernia. I have ribs out. I've been getting beat up. It's going to be a great movie. You'll love it.
I can't wait.
That's what he says. I wonder if that's his car.
Yeah, we definitely have to
I
get
don't
her
know if
another.
that's his car.
I think it says Mimosa. Or what's his last name?
Mimosa.
Oh, no, it's not Mimosa. It's
Got
Moa.
you
Momoa.
Momoa.
So that says something Mosa.
We
wait,
definitely
yeah.
have to get her another rawhide.
Oh, she loves them rawhides. I'll tell you, I feed them to her. She eats the little ones. She eats really quickly. His injuries included in the past a broken femur, a face injury that left a scar. Let's see what else he has. Okay.
She acts like she doesn't have anybody else around. You know, like
I gotta ask. I gotta ask
Okay.
that, and you got that.
Yeah, so,
fake, real.
thank you.
I don't know. He looks pretty real to me.
No, I'm talking about meaning fake. That number. She can't have that. We'll never have that.
Does she have a hall pass for it?
In my dreams, I will.
Does she have a hall pass?
Yep.
Oh, that's the name she's been shouting out in her dreams now. Oh, okay. Now I understand where that came from. Open that door, honey, and I just closed it for you.
I talked about Kate Beckinsale the other day, the other week. I think it was just us two. She reveals the injury that landed her in the hospital, and you're not going to believe it. Why do you think she ended up in the hospital? Either
COVID.
Anybody, huh?
Nothing.
No, we're not supposed to say that word.
What she said?
She said COVID.
I did not.
Well,
You did too.
I did not.
Lion Sacker.
anybody got any ideas?
Did she perform a stunt that
She
didn't
fell
go
down
well?
and broke her hip.
Okay, you got one?
Who's this?
Kate Beckinsale.
Who's that?
She was in a bunch of movies, but the last movie I reviewed was Jolt that she was in.
She got jolted by a car.
She got jolted all right. Let me tell you what it was. You're not going
Electrified.
to believe it.
Oh, jeez. I did see
She was
that.
putting on a pair of leggings. I'm telling you, girls wear these dangerous clothes.
I don't wear them.
What's wrong with leggings?
Apparently, they're dangerous.
They are.
I wear them just fine.
Well, be careful. You could end up being.
I have a pair on right now.
It says here, Beckinsale, 48, appeared on Monday's episode of The Late, Late, Late Show with James Corden, where she opened up about her painful leg injury, which took place while she was filming the movie Prisoner's Daughter in Las Vegas. Having done 800 or 900 action movies, I hurt myself putting on a pair of leggings in my hotel room.
I think I was the closest with, almost broke her hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But she,
Depends on how she put on the leggings.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
One leg at a time.
I was in my hotel room putting on a pair of leggings, and
Then she wouldn't have broke her hip.
it felt like sort of a guitar string snap. And everything was horrible. I mean, worse than having a baby. Bad. I couldn't lie down. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't do anything. After she hurt
Lift the
herself,
mattress. Oh.
after she hurt herself, she struggled to leave the hotel room and travel to the hospital
that's you,
because she
right?
was unable to sit or stand. Eventually, an ambulance came and they sort of rolled out a sheet and picked me up like sort of a sausage and put me on the gurney.
Wow.
I can tell you, even though I never did it with leggings, when I hurt myself in January,
Yeah. Yeah.
my whole right side of my body was gone, and I can see her leggings and razor a tree. Because I didn't lose just my leg, I lost everything in that.
Ugh. Well, you've learned not to do that again, right?
Once a fool, always a fool.
That's true.
Don't call my boyfriend a fool. He ain't no fool.
Now, wait a minute. Did I say Mike the fool? I could have been talking about myself. Once a fool, always a fool. I never mentioned any names.
And by the way, I wasn't a fool. I was just uncoordinated.
Come on now.
That tree fought back.
I never said any names.
All right, let's see. Off to the main show. We're moving along here. I'm skipping things because some things aren't time sensitive. I'm trying to get through the time sensitive stuff. I'm hearing you over here. I'll make this one. This is kind of cool. Giant whale skull washes up at an island beach state park at the Jersey Shore. That would be awesome to find a whale skull.
Don't even think about it. West Haven, Connecticut,
look how big it
got
was.
that.
That thing was huge. That thing was, of course, whales are
You ain't coming
huge.
close on that one.
You don't have to worry about hurting yourself. He's already dead.
No, I'm talking about just the having the thing wash up on the beach.
Oh.
There's a lot of things that wash up on the beach in West Haven, Connecticut, but it ain't a whale thing.
Well, all I can tell you is that was pretty big.
Believe me, I've seen a lot of things wash up on the beach in West Haven, Connecticut.
But it was a nice beach.
Talk again.
It was a nice beach.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things.
Okay, I'm just checking. Something's not as loud as it should be for up there. Okay, go ahead.
There was nobody there, just your kind.
There we go.
Nobody was around.
Nobody was around. Okay, I'm on the thing. Okay, yes.
All right, we're good.
Did you stay or did you go?
He stayed for a while.
I don't know.
It's an inside joke.
It's always take.
Do you want to know the inside joke? Should we tell them the inside joke? Okay.
I know the inside joke. Go ahead, because before. Go ahead and tell them.
What's the inside joke?
No, go ahead and say
That's
it.
what you guys were talking about on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
So what's the inside joke?
That you guys were talking about it on the way home.
No,
Oh, that's it, yeah.
There's a thing behind the would I stay or would I go?
Yeah. So what's that?
That's all it is. That's all it is, yeah. You got us.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I'm going to get questioned in the car.
Now you're just going to walk home.
Trying to remember what this was about. This was...
You know.
There's 3 documentaries about the Tulsa
Do you feel like
race
taking her home tonight?
I'll have my boyfriend take me home.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. Now I know. Okay, I couldn't remember. If you know, I bet you've never heard of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
No.
No.
Is that in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yes. It's the recreations of the. If you know, let me start over. If you know about the Tulsa Race Massacre, is the recreation of the attack featured in the HBO series The Watchmen and Lovecraft Country. Prepare yourself for serious education over the next couple weeks. Monday marks the 100th anniversary for one of the worst racial violences in America, the Tulsa Race Massacre. In 1921, a mob of white people tore down and burned the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, a segregated part of the city so prosperous and bustling. It was known as the Black Wall Street. I never knew any of this, okay? This is all news to me, but I understand there's a documentary on HBO for this, so I might have to watch it. According to historians, over 1,200 homes and buildings were destroyed by violence, killing between 100 and 300 people. But thanks to white-dominated power structures in the city of Tulsa and the state of Oklahoma, news about the massacre were wiped from many official sources for decades. Several fans of Watchmen and Lovecraft Country have told me that they have never heard of the massacre before. I've never heard of the massacre. This was my first hearing of it. but I thought it was kind of important that people realize that these, we hear about it in Afghanistan, like we have the Taliban destroying the Afghanis, and we say, man, that's really horrible. But our country has done it too.
Yeah.
We have done it to the Indians. The indigenous people, my people. We have done it, multiple times in our history, and this was a very interesting thing. Oh, hey,
Hi, Jen.
Paul, how you doing? But to me, it's such a horrible thing. It says, after watching films offered by the History Channel,
Part of the show.
I saw common themes. First off was white society to control what history is recognized. We've been doing that a long time. We've been constantly covering up things in our history. And that's why I'm kind of a little bit bothered by us starting to cover up slavery. That is a part of history.
Right.
Whether you like it or not isn't important. The truth is, this massacre happened. The truth is, those things have happened in our country and continue to happen to now Asian people are the targets, but still the black people, the Asian people, the Hispanic people, us as white people, that little piece of me that's white, we're very ashamed of that. The indigenous American of me, hates the white of me for just that reason. But we also have to look at things from a perspective of, yes, this happened. How do we keep it from happening in the future? And that's one thing that we don't ever talk about. And I think the correct way to do it is say, yes, this happened. This is why it happened. Bunch of idiots running the country. And actually, I'm going to read, we skipped Columbus Day because I wasn't up to things going. And this is where this came from.
When isn't there idiots running the country?
Well, there's idiots everywhere, unfortunately, but there's more to this that I want to talk about, and I hope I still have this. I hope I'm not speaking like I have it and then don't have it. I hope I have the Columbus Day stuff, because the Columbus Day stuff scares me at how brutal our white people were. Let me find it, see if I have it. I think. Tell me I didn't save it. I did save it, didn't I? Where's the I have a lot of articles there. Holy cow. Well, I mean, there were a couple of weeks that I didn't have a show, so I have articles for those weeks. Maybe it's here. Where's that? Where's my Columbus Day stuff?
Then there was a couple of weeks you had a different assistant.
Yes. Hold on, I gotta see if I have it, because this is for the. This is really scary. Hinkley, let's see, paraplegic. Rats, I don't have it. Wait, there's another thing. Oh yeah, that's for this week. I really I'm going to look up for the Columbus Day stuff, because there's things of people paint Christopher Columbus as a hero. What do you think of Christopher Columbus? See, sitting next to me, you're always going to be the first person I ask.
Yeah, I know. Well, the fact that he gives the government workers a holiday that they don't need, and some of us still have to work, that's bad. But he did find, he America.
By accident! By accident!
He thought it was India.
Yeah, I know, but he still discovered it, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
Still, it was an accident.
And
Just
America
like
would still be here.
Sometimes I was an accident.
I would believe that. Ouch.
Well, it only depends on who you ask. You ask my father.
I'm asking you. I want to know you, because you are Italian.
Yeah.
So you're going to have an interesting perspective. I want to hear your perspective.
I got a problem.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I think I started giving my perspective about he discovered America by accident.
I need
So,
to plug in over there.
weren't you plugged in?
Nope. Apparently not.
Okay. Now you are. Okay. I mean, the fact. I mean, like I said, he got discovered America by accident, and I think they made. I think they made it. I'm trying to. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Made it too big. Over exaggerated was the word I was thinking of. I think they over exaggerated exactly of him discovering America. You know, when they come out later on in the history books and said it was an accident. You know, he was looking for a different place, and boop, you know, he lands in America. You know, this place we call them the United States and America, and you know, I really.
But again, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
I think it's overrated. I really do. I think it's overrated.
Well, we wouldn't be here, but there would be a lot of people that were here.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, you know, I think it's overrated. I mean, you know, it's the thing. I guess you would always look at George Washington. George Washington, his famous, you know, chop down the cherry tree. He had wooden teeth. I mean, you know, I think a little bit is overrated. And, you know, look what they did with him. Why didn't they? If he's so famous and stuff, why didn't they put him on a 50 cent or a coin or?
They did. They put Washington on a $1
No,
bill.
the Washington. But that's my point. Why didn't they put, you know, Columbus on a something?
Because they gave him a holiday.
Oh, well, they gave George Washington 2 holidays.
Well, that's true.
I mean, come on. I mean, same with President Lincoln. They gave him 2 holidays.
Well, Lincoln was a real hero.
Right, exactly. I mean, so that's my point. I mean, you know, what did really Columbus do besides by accident again, you know, discover America? I mean, and they don't, you know, they just we'll give him a holiday. I mean, you know. I mean, to a sense, okay, I'm an old fart. I'll say I'm an old fart. Why don't they have an old fart holiday or an old elderly holiday?
They do have an old fart holiday.
They don't have an elderly holiday.
Grandparents' Day.
Grandparents.
Oh, well, okay, but
What if you're
still,
not a grandparent?
Then you suck.
No, we're better.
wait a minute. When's Grandparents' Day? Do we get
September.
off? Wait a minute. Do we get off for it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's always on a Sunday.
Do you have an opinion?
No.
Okay.
She's in the wrong
That's
generation.
okay. It's okay. I mean, but here's the truth. The truth. I'm going to talk about the truth.
For once.
I always tell the truth, and I never cheat.
No, yeah. Bullshit. Okay.
Good job, honey.
Columbus didn't prove the Earth was round. Nobody knows what happened to Nina and the Pinta. Columbus was arrested. He was a scoundrel. He was a scoundrel. He was also one of the original scammers. He scammed the Spanish to give him ships and money, and all he did was he exploited people. The Columbus family sued the Spanish government. Some states do not celebrate Columbus Day, and the reasons they don't, which is the worst part, for native people in the U.S., Columbus Day represents a celebration of genocide and disposition because they were tossed aside. I told you about that movie, the motion picture, America the Motion Picture. That movie is so funny because it talks about this Columbus, and it talks about how they stole the land and stuff. But this isn't the only country he did it in. I wish I could find an article on here somewhere, and it just really irritates me that I don't know where it is, because I know I'm going to find it later on in another week or so, but it's not going to be worth it because we're past it. It was somewhere he landed in Costa Rica. I want to say Costa Rica, and he didn't know where he was, obviously, because he didn't have a GPS. And they got to Costa Rica. I'm going to say Costa Rica. It might not be the right country. And he got off and he saw there wasn't really anything in Costa Rica. But there were
You can sit on my
there,
foot. I'll
there were
let you.
there were Costa Ricans there, and his idea was we're gonna take these people back as slaves. Hi, dog. Ouch. Slow down.
Nice.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Yes, you. You need to calm down.
She just wants to be part of her show.
Hey, calm down. Good job. You knocked it out of my hand. Calm down. Is this what you want? I know you didn't want me.
She has a bunch over there.
Take it. Take it. Do you want it? Take it. Take it. She won't take it if she doesn't get it. She's really good about only taking. Here, do you want it? Here.
She's waiting for you to throw it.
She does eat those. Now I got to figure out if she destroyed my trackball. Anyway, all right, where was I?
Well, she's not eating it now.
It's because I'm not paying attention to her.
What's the matter?
Jen's comment.
What's that?
Lisa didn't know where she was
Yeah.
at, even with a GPS.
Well, that was. Oh, I should probably tell that story because you told your story.
Uh-huh.
So let me finish this, and I'll tell you that story because you'll enjoy this story. Talk about someone who can't take direction. Let me see if.
Was
Oh
that
yeah, here it is.
Philly?
Here's the question, or here's the thing I'm talking about. So it's called Day of Reckoning. Celebrated by Italian immigrants in the U.S. since 1792, Columbus became a federal holiday in 1937 to commemorate the arrival of Christopher Columbus to the Americas. The explorer's reputation has darkened in recent years as scholars have focused on more attention on the killings and atrocities he committed against indigenous people of the Caribbean. This year, amid the national reckoning on racial injustice, now what do you got?
You act like I can get out the fast.
You can.
If you didn't have hair sticking to your headset, I might have to get you a regular microphone so you can get out quicker. Anyway, this year, amid the national reckoning on racial injustice, protesters have toppled and beheaded statues of Columbus in various cities, while pressure grows to abolish the national holiday and replace it with one that celebrates the people who populated the Americas long before the explorer sailed the ocean blue. The Gazette asked some members of the Harvard community, is this the end of Columbus Day, and what replaces it? So basically in 1492, I want to see if this is the article that I may have, I'm hoping it is right. But he was like, oh, well, they make good slaves. And a lot of times his people just slaughtered them. Slaughtered the people for no reason. He just, let's kill him. You know?
Wow.
I mean, that he was really a tyrant. And I just really think that it's really a shame that, I mean, I hate that this is what we're finding out about this guy. I can understand taking down
but
Columbus
they didn't
Day.
put this stuff in the history books.
Right. This is not in the history books. It says here, for this nation's over 5 million American, Indian, Alaska, Native, and Native Hawaiian citizens, Columbus voyages to the so-called New World inaugurated a long history of exploitation, enslavement, eradication, and erasure. He himself initiated and sanctioned such actions. He was really not a good person at all. And I mean, there are a few good people in Italy or Italian people that are good. Mm-hmm. Tony Soprano, good person, just misunderstood. I don't know. But anyway, so we could have a federal holiday of Indigenous Peoples Day.
I thought they did have that.
Oh, that
it was
might
just
be.
on the radio,
It
too.
might be. Oh, it may be so. The city of Cambridge has already done so. Yeah, there you go. While Harvard has adopted no formal policy that recognizes Columbus Day, neither has it uniformly struck Columbus Day from its academic calendars. But, you know, if you read this stuff, it would be scary. Some of the things that he
Indigenous
did.
Peoples Day is the second Monday in October.
Okay. That was is that when's Columbus Day? Isn't that the same day Columbus Day?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they just replaced it. I think that we were right by doing that. It says calling it Indigenous People Day would draw attention to the fact that it's so overlooked. I've taught Indian law for 12 years at Harvard School. I mean, he didn't know even where he was. He thought he was in India. How far off could you be? You're really half a planet away from that. So, I don't know. Just kind of.
Ashley, we have a new title for you. Dog sitter.
Indigenous people.
No, you're no longer Mike's assistant. You're a dog sitter.
Well, that's.
the other half of the pen.
Oh well, that's good. You can just throw it away. And those aren't good anymore. Well, yeah, I don't think they're good anymore because I think they changed the format of those. Anyway, it's just a shame how everyone wanted to make him a hero when he wasn't even. Oh, I know where it is.
If I'm going to be dog sitter, I'm taking that seat back so I can get up.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, that is a good point. That's a good point that she should be more available.
All you have to do is switch with me. That's all you have to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Move on and be outside. That's all.
Anyway, so learn the history of what it's about, and you understand what I'm talking about. I wish I had this article, and I wish I could find that article. But let's see here. Day of Reckoning, Columbus Day meeting. So fun facts. I don't think anything about that's fun.
I don't know. It says I have to restart my thing. So could be at risk. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know. It says I could be at risk. It wants me to restart my computer, so it's going around and around. So I'm restarting my computer. I'm still with the show, though.
The one thing he didn't tell you was on my tour of Connecticut, I got to see Yale University. You know how you always talk about Harvard and Yale? I got to see Yale.
It's not Yale. It's Yale.
Yale.
She got to see a lot of things in Connecticut that she hasn't seen before.
Yeah, everything I looked at.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. We're more like personal to me and stuff like that. But obviously, when you go there, I mean, in Connecticut, she saw the WWE. So it's like the building.
So did they move the building?
No, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
It's off the Milford exit.
It's still in Milford.
It's where we saw it.
But it is not I think Gillette razors took over that building or something like that. So it's not. It's closer as you're I should say as you're going into Connecticut towards Milford. It's closer to the Pennsylvania exit, like that way. So it's more. Eastern.
I thought we saw it on the way home or the way to New York.
No.
No.
Honey, this is in Connecticut.
There was a...
We take curves?
No. When you and Pam and I went to the DiBiase thing, remember we saw it? It's still in that same place.
Well, we saw it lots of times when we went up to that. We went up to that area a lot.
It's a possibility. I mean, it's you still see it from the highway, and I'm not sure what exit you would get off of to actually physically go near the building. And I think possibly, what I'm going to do as next trip up there, if it's not for what I'm hoping for, as a nice trip instead of a bad trip, we'll probably maybe get off one of the exits in search.
I have the address here, but it's got it says where it's all moved.
I don't know. I wouldn't know with the address anyway.
We'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, we'll figure it out.
Okay, you have a choice. Continue stories.
What's the Lisa story?
Or Lisa's story.
The Lisa story! The Lisa story! Yeah!
All right, the Lisa story.
Is this the Philly story?
No. Yeah.
This is what I'm supposed to enjoy so much?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Lisa wanted to buy a car because she wrecked her Dodge Dart. Do you know the Dodge Dart story?
I do, yes.
I know.
So
what's your
she had a
job like?
Dodge Dart. She does customizing of cars. She does a nice job of making these cars look nice. She was probably at that show where we went to the monster truck thing. And so I asked her. I asked her to go. Ask her if she could go get me some food at Hardee's, because I'd been working. I don't know what I was doing. I was working on something. I was really tired, and I didn't want to go out and get anything. She said sure, she'd go, and I told her where to go, where to get it. So she took off and drove down. Now you know where Hardee's is, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got to go past Hardee's to get where she went. So she missed the Hardee's altogether. First off, Hardee's is a big place. You can't just drive by Hardee's and not see Hardee's, but she did. And she called me and said, hey, I got a problem. I said, what's that? She goes, I'm waiting for a tow truck. I got a flat tire. I said, oh, what'd you do? She goes, I don't know. I don't know what I hit, or I don't know why it went flat. So I said, okay, I'm coming down. I'll see what's going on. So I drove down there. I said, what are you doing down here? You passed Hardee's. How did I pass Hardee's? Well, you had to pass Hardee's to get where you are.
Right.
So anyway, I didn't dwell on that. I just thought it was kind of funny. But I get down there and I said, I gave her. It was cold, so I gave her. We had a vehicle to sit in while she was waiting for the tow truck. She was going to have them change the tire for her, and so it was dark. I said, well, let's take a look at this tire. Maybe we could just use inflated tire. And she shined her phone onto the tire, and I could see there was a big piece taken out of that tire. Giant piece. She must have hit a curb. She did not say she hit a curb. Well, I said, well, there's no way we could fix that with the inflated tire. So it's going to have to be changed. And then I looked at the front tire. The front tire was flat too. I said, what'd you do? Did you run over the curb? She goes, I don't know. How do you not know? If you flatten both tires on the same side, how else do you do that? Anyway, well, we couldn't get the car fixed that night, so she left it there because they didn't show up that night. And we went back home, and the car ended up being totaled. She messed up the frame on the car when she hit the curb twice.
Wow.
Okay, so now she's in the market for a new car. Okay, so I felt bad, but it is what it is. I've hit a couple curbs in my time.
Yeah.
And
I've come to rescue you.
Yeah,
No, she's the dumpsters, he's the curbs.
okay.
I don't know what you're
I blew
talking
the tire out on a curb.
Yep.
It was I only had the car for
No,
really a
Richie
short
has done that too.
Well, you've also done it in the Prius. Remember, I looked like the guy's mother?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Anyway.
No part two?
No.
He was a young kid. Anyway, he had insisted that he changed my tire. I was going to do it. I had all the parts out, and he goes, well, I'll go back and get my jack and stuff. And I go, wow, sure he will. I start taking the car apart and start jacking it up and everything. He did come back, and he finished it for me. I didn't have to do much. But anyway, so I helped her find a car. The car she wanted. She wanted a Challenger. Because that's, if you're a car buff and you like Dodge and you want a fast car, you get the Hemi Challenger. It's one of the fastest gas-powered cars out there.
Oh, you can say that?
Wow, I'm surprised
He said it without choking.
That's what I meant.
Said that out of his mouth.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point I'm making. Is it's one of the fastest gas-powered cars out there. Not the fastest car out there. The fastest gas-powered car.
But you always have trouble saying gas.
No. I can say gas when it's one of the fastest gas, not the fastest car, the fastest gas car out there. If you want to compare the fastest car, you throw electric in there. Anyway, I digress. So I found her a car. It was almost in New Jersey. It was really far away. And she decided to buy it. We went down, looked at the car. Car was beautiful.
Oh, this is the one where she asked me to ride along.
Yes. It was absolutely beautiful. It was 13,000.
Speaking of that, you notice something I didn't see on the highway of I-95 in Connecticut, and I'm not sure if it was in New Jersey either, but an electric charger station.
Yeah. I mean, we were looking for charger stations.
We saw chargers, or the Teslas and stuff. I didn't see on the highway. I'm saying on the highway. I didn't see any.
You won't ever find one that easily. The thing is, people that have electric cars have the GPS that tells them where the stations are.
Well, I mean, yeah, because that's amazing. Because I know you said yours only goes 200-something miles, and then you're empty. And there was no way. I don't think you would have made it to Connecticut where I was going. Like you would have had to charge again, at least a little bit to get to Connecticut.
I got charged after about. It takes me 3 hours to go to New Jersey. About 3 hours.
Okay.
So I got to charge in 3 hours.
Yeah.
My new car that I'm going to get will take me 6 hours.
Okay, so you would make it to Connecticut.
Almost, yeah. I should be. Well, Connecticut's only.
It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
Everybody says 3.5, 4 hours. I go 4 hours. You gotta get that. It only depends on when you hit that in New York.
I can hit 4 hours as long as I charge it to top it off, but they don't want you to top it off and keep it topped off all the time because you'll lose your charge. You'll lose your battery power eventually because like when I first got the car, it was 283 miles. It's now 275 to 280. It does. It degraded a little bit. Anyway, back to the story. I found her this car. We took it out for a test drive. She wouldn't drive it. I said, well, this is going to be your car. You should test drive this. I ended up test driving it. It was a great car. I could spin the tires in any gear. It was powerful. I do not downplay the Dodge Hemi. Okay? It is a powerful motor. There's no doubt about it. I feel if I were to buy, looking for a muscle car, I would look at one of those. If I wanted a slower car than what I got. But anyway, so I test drove it and I talked her into. I said, you should drive this at least once if you're going to buy this car because you're going to pay $12,000. It was a 2013, and it only had 60,000 miles on it. The thing was cherry. It was beautiful. So anyway, so we liked it. We took it. We went home, and she said, well, now I got to get financing. She had financing almost set up, and so we went through all the crap that we had to go through to have it financed. Then we went down again, and I said, okay. So they went in and did all the paperwork. I was out looking at all the cars that were in the lot because the guy has a pretty good. I like his business. It's a good business. The cars are reasonably priced, and I thought, if I wanted, I was thinking of getting a different Jeep because my Jeep's old and we've really ran that pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because I went to New York many times on Long Island Expressway, and I thought it was maybe time to get rid of it. But I was looking at all the cars in this lot, and they were packed. I mean, I had to back into one of the spots that they were selling cars in so that she could pull her car in there so they could put the plate on and make it ready to go. So she gets ready to go, and I said, listen, since you're parked in front of me, you're going to have to go first. Don't go too fast. I'll pass you. You follow me. She had a GPS in the car, by the way. Just had to point that out. So she takes off, and I get in the car. I get in the Tesla, and I take off. Now, this road has, right after the dealership, they're right at the entrance of the highway. Right after the dealership, you bear to the left or bear to the right. You bear to the right, you're going into town. You bear to the left, you can see the highway. You're going on the highway. I told her, when you go out there, go left and go on and just go. Don't go real fast because I gotta catch up to you.
If you want to say something into the mic.
Yeah, she'll say.
Yeah, exactly.
She goes, I don't care. I'm the girl. I'm the one. Anyway, so, here you go again. What are you doing? Stop.
You're
Stop.
not a lap dog.
Stop. I'm telling a story.
Big enough.
What? What do you want?
My lap's not big enough, sweetheart.
Okay, roll back and let her come through. Because that'll be the only way we get to tell this story. What are you doing? You don't need to be on my lap. All right. Lay down. Good girl. Yeah. Okay, so she takes off. I get in my car, and I take off, and I go down the highway, and I'm thinking, where's she at? I thought, she can't be going that fast. I'm cruising down there, and I'm thinking, what? I can't understand why. I mean, because that car stands out. It's a unique car. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world did she go so fast? And I finally thought, well, I don't see her. Oh, okay, so you want one of those. All right, I'll give you one of those, okay? You're going to go if I give you one of those? Okay. Or stay. Should I stay or should I go? It's always treat. I'll stay right by your feet. One time it's rawhide.
Okay, so come on.
Anyway, so I call her and I'm trying to. I said, Lisa, where are you at? She goes, I told you would run real fast and not let me keep up. You don't do things right and just going off on me. I'm like, where are you? I can't see you. I've been looking for you. She goes, I don't know. I said, well, are you on the highway or are you in town? Where are you? She goes, I don't know. I said, look around you. What's here? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, tell me an address. I don't know. I said, you got to know something. I can't find you if you don't tell me where you're at. She finally says, I'm at, of all the places, a restaurant called Michael's. I said, oh, well, that can't be too hard. So I checked, I put in my GPS, Michael's Diner or restaurant or whatever. Of course, there's more than one. And they're within a decent distance of each other. So I guessed she must have gone straight instead of bearing to the left, which turned out to be what she did. So I set my GPS for where I thought it was, and I went there, and there she was. And I said, I didn't go fast. You went the wrong way. And so I said, now stick with me. I'm not going to go fast. Stick with me. She follows me. We get on the highway, and I think it's really easy once you get on the highway. It's a straight run up 76 because it's a turnpike. So I gun it. I'm going about 60. Now keep in mind the turnpike is like 65 or 70. 70. Okay, so I'm going 60. She's going 40. So I slow down, and everybody's passing us. And I got her. She was going faster, so I got her up to 50. And I thought, oh, good, we're finally starting to move. And then a little later, I got her up to 60. I thought, now we're starting to get some momentum here. And I thought, this is great. Got her up to 65. I thought, we're almost at the speed limit. And then she got off the exit, and I thought, don't tell me she just got off the exit. Just in Philadelphia. So I pull over, and I'm thinking.
And she's supposed to be following you, right?
Right.
Okay.
I pull over, and I called. I said, "Did you get off the exit?" I don't know. I said, "Well, where are you?" I don't know. I said, "Well, are you on the highway or off the highway?" I got off the highway. I said, "Why'd you get off the highway? We were on the way. All we had to do was stay on that road, and we were going to make it home. We didn't have to turn or anything. All we had to do was just stay where we were." And she said, "I don't know where I'm at." I said, "Well, look around you. Give me some feedback. You got a GPS there. Tell me where you're at." She had no idea. And she was scared. She didn't want to get out of the car because there were black people there. Oh, it gets worse. Anyway, so
I'm trying not to laugh.
Said, what do you see around you? You got to see something. I can't come and get you if I don't know where you're at. And
Was she at Michael's Diner again?
No, it was.
Oh.
She was in
It was
Philadelphia.
Jimmy Turner,
She
no.
was in Philadelphia. I said, "Well, what do you see? Do you see anything?" She says, "Well, I see the highway." I said, "Good. Get back on the highway, 76. Then we'll be good. Get on 76
She went the
west."
wrong way.
Went on the Schuylkill Expressway.
She did not.
Oh.
We weren't that far.
Oh, okay.
We were on the
okay.
other side of Philadelphia. We were
Oh,
on
okay,
the New
okay.
Jersey side of Philadelphia.
Oh,
And
God.
she was.
She went
So
in New Jersey.
she said she saw the thing and she couldn't figure out how to get on the highway. So I thought, well, ask somebody in the building. You're at a place that a business. Ask them how to get back on the highway. She finally hung up on me. So I called her back. She didn't answer. Called her back 10 times. I called her back. She wouldn't pick up. So I'm thinking, okay.
Connie's laughing.
So I'm thinking,
Connie's laughing.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
story.
thinking to myself, this is bad because I only have so much electric here. I can't wait till she decides to talk to me again. So I end up going towards Harrisburg because I had to find a charging station. I wasn't out of electric, but I wouldn't have made it because there weren't, back then, they didn't have one on the turnpike. They now have one on the turnpike, which is really cool. They actually are building, there's electric charge stations all over the turnpike now, which is awesome, like we found out Saturday.
Yeah.
That one, that's new. They just put that one in. So, because that wasn't there that long ago. Anyway, so I'm cruising. I'm thinking, this is bad, and there's no way out of it. I mean, I didn't do anything, and I'm getting near. I passed the Schuylkill Expressway. I passed the. I got up to Lancaster exit, and I got off the Lancaster exit because there's a fast charge station there. Right as I get off the exit, she calls me. I thought, no, wait. Before that, before that happened, I'm cruising and I'm thinking, I just don't know what to do because there's no way to make this right because she wouldn't tell me where she was, so I couldn't find her. So I'm cruising, and all of a sudden I see a Challenger pass me. And
Connie says I can't stop
same color,
laughing.
same color. So I'm thinking, oh, she found her way out. So we'll just go home. So I'm just cruising 60 miles an hour because I got to conserve energy because she wasted so much energy with the stuff she did. So I'm just going 60, 65, something like that. And I thought, well, at least she'll get home before me. Everything will be fine. Everything will be good. And she calls me. I said, "What's going on? Where are you at?" She goes, "I don't know. I don't know. I'm still stuck in Philly." I'm like,
So you were almost home.
I was at Lancaster, almost
Oh, okay.
Lancaster.
So you okay? You were
So
in
I was
Lancaster.
about 40 minutes from home.
Yeah. Okay. So you okay?
And
she was almost still in Philly.
and she hasn't moved. She's still there. I said, okay, what are we going to do here? Because if I have to come and get you, you need to stay put. And if and you need to listen to what I'm saying. She said, well, I think I know how to get back on the highway. I said, well, then do it. Get back on the highway. I'm going to sit and I got to go charge. And when I get back from charging, try to get up to Lancaster exit and wait for me. Easy enough. So I go charge, and it took me probably a half an hour by the time I got to the station, charged up, and got back on the highway. But before I got back on the highway, I had to decide whether I was going north or east or west. So I had to hear from her. So I called her, and she said, I made it to the highway. I said, good. Do not leave 76. I mean, it's 476, but
Yeah,
if you see
close,
if you see something, you're on 476. Stay on 476. If you see another number, the only number that you're going to take is 76 versus 476, but that's the same road. So do not change. So I pulled on to Lancaster, facing home, hoping that's where she gets to. And then all of a sudden, I thought, well, okay, I'll wait here, take her about half an hour. I figured it'll be cool. So I'm sitting there at the exit or the entrance ramp, on the 476 on the side of the road. And next thing, I'm talking to her on the phone, and she's going on and on and on and on about she didn't know, she thought I was going to leave her stranded and all this. And I said, I wouldn't have done that to you. I'm not that kind of person. And while we're talking or arguing or whatever, all of a sudden I see these lights behind me. Now, I'm not driving, I'm just sitting. And the police come up while I'm talking to her on the phone and explaining to her, there's a policeman now here, so let me go and talk to them. And they're saying, what's going on? I had Buddy with me, and I said, we're just waiting for, and I tried to explain to them what was going on. They said, well, you can't sit here. You're going to have to park 6 miles up the road. Now, I'm thinking that's just what I need to make it more complicated than what it is. And I thought, okay, I'll do whatever. And so they took off, and I decided I was going to stay there anyway. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, we're not going to move. We're not going to move. And then as time goes on, another vehicle pulls up behind me with their flashing lights. It's a tow truck. Asking me what's going on, and I told them what's going on. And they said, well, you should move up there to another 6 miles. And I said, yes, I understand. That's what I was told by the police, and I'll do that. And then as soon as he left, I'm thinking, I can't do that because she won't understand. So I called her and said, look, they're asking me to move 6 miles up the road, and just whatever, try to get here. And eventually she made it, and I followed her home, and she such a pain. She said she was going to leave the next day, and she didn't leave the next day.
So what should have been an hour and a half trip, I think she said turned into 4 hours.
No.
No?
The whole trip down there and back was 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I remember I was supposed to go with her and ride back with her to get to know her.
Maybe you should have.
Well, they never told me when they were leaving. I never heard anything from either one of them, so I'm like, okay. So the next morning I texted her, and I said, well, hey, how'd your trip go? She goes, be glad you weren't with me. It took her 4 hours to get back.
Well, yeah, it was probably longer than that, because I think it was an 8-hour thing when it was all said and done. And it takes us 90 minutes to go to Philly, and it probably to the building, it was probably 2 hours to the building. It was, so it might have been 6 hours instead of 8 hours, but it was bad. And that wasn't the first time that she had. But the problem is she had, on the GPS, it'll give you the address of where you're at the time. She couldn't tell me that. If she had told me that, it could have been quick.
Yeah.
And she'd have just plugged in the home address and listened to it.
Well, yeah, well, that's the other thing, is she never did figure out the GPS thing. I can't understand why you would get a car with a GPS and not use it.
Some people can't listen to somebody else tell them direction. They have to know how to get there themselves.
Hey, I like my British lady now.
Yeah,
I got a new girlfriend. I got a British lady.
I am
She got a new boyfriend, and I got a new girlfriend.
Believe me, I know what it's like to have a human GPS, and I know what it's like to have electronic GPS.
Pass the turn. Oh, you're supposed to turn there.
Yeah, the human GPS is not. You want to talk about superiority? The computer GPS doesn't make mistakes.
Yes, it does when you put the wrong address in.
Well, then it's a human mistake, not a. Anyway, so I've got a lot of stories like that. I'm gonna hone that story, and that's going in my comedy act. I'm gonna do my stand-up, but I gotta make it.
But Mike, you sit down too much. How can you be a stand-up comedian?
When I played the 2 hours of music, I didn't sit down at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I try to be a stand-up comedian, and I sat down too much.
You're not funny.
I mean, the thing with it, one that always gets people is, I tell people when I was born, the doctor held me up to my father. Okay, my father goes, put him back. My mother said, no, honey, you're looking at the wrong end.
Looks the same, right?
Hey!
What? I don't know.
How do you know?
I don't know what the other end looks like. I've only seen that end.
At least I stay awake on trips. And I tell you, And I tell you, because I follow the GPS on the screen and be like, hey, you're supposed to turn there before the turn happens.
Or you turn on autopilot and it turns automatically for you,
Yes,
so you don't have to worry about it. That's the nice thing about the. They're actually doing some really cool upgrades to that car.
But you ask, where am I supposed to turn? I'm like, it's right up there. Gotta go
well,
up a
the
little
problem
further.
is that when people don't wear their seatbelts in the back,
Should they stay or should they?
I've got a main screen that you see, but I also have a screen on the dash that if everybody wears their seatbelts, it shows me in more detail where to turn.
Okay.
But I can't see it when people don't wear their seatbelts.
Gotcha. Even the one.
Yes.
Yes, even that one.
Yes, even that one.
I gotta tell the story. I'm sorry.
It's up to you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What are you gonna tell?
The should I stay or should I go?
Kevin.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so on our way home from after we dropped Shannon off, I got up in the front seat, and you two were in the back. You both fell asleep. Obviously, you don't have that. And you just zip and listen to the story. You both didn't have your seatbelts on, which is fine. But while he was sleeping, which was behind Mike driving, the seatbelt saying, the light saying that he was
Gone.
It was gone, but then it was there. It would come.
And
It would say
he was ghosting us.
it would say he wasn't buckled. Then it would go away like he was buckled, and then it would come back on and off the whole way home. So when I said to Michael, I'm like, he doesn't know whether he wants to stay or go. We both look at each other and start singing, should I stay or should I go?
We thought he was, climbing out the window or something, or whatever. We couldn't figure it out.
And then you let out a big snore.
Oh, I did.
Yes,
You did too. You did too.
Either that or we had a pig in the back. I don't know. Would have been a
and
pig.
we looked at each other at that too, and just started laughing.
No, I didn't.
And that's what
I tell you,
we
Asleep.
that's the only way how I can tell you're asleep at night when you start snoring.
I wasn't asleep.
Well, then you just, out of fun.
Exactly.
You just pretended to be a little pig.
And then we
Does that.
started laughing, and then you
Does
like
that
want to
too.
ride up.
She does that too with the snort. At night, it's like.
I can't help it. I'm congested.
It's always snore, snore, snore. Even when I am a bore. What? I'm talking about me.
That's what we were laughing about the whole way home.
Yeah, I knew it. Because they told me at the end when I woke up. I mean, or for a little. I mean, but it was 3 o'clock in the morning. What the heck?
Some of us didn't get to sleep.
Well, I mean, we only had to be up at 9 o'clock in the morning the next day. But I mean, it was enjoyable. I can't say the weekend was not enjoyable.
Well, some of us had a reason to.
I got to see my first live wrestling match.
Your first and your last.
Well, wrestling matches. I mean.
There was only one match. It was.
Well, it was right, exactly. And I hope, and I haven't seen it yet, because the disc says it's full, and I don't know if I can do it on
I got your card too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it on the. I haven't done it on the computer yet to see if I got the whole thing. But if I did, I got you standing there, and then coming out, and then everybody coming out, and I got the whole thing, and most of the 20-minute speech.
So you did all video?
I did the video, yes.
Wow.
That's the only thing I really did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a look at your video.
Yeah,
take a
that's
look at
what
your
I'm saying.
video.
I
I'll
have
see
to-
what I
I
can
have
piece
to,
together. I want to use their guy that
Commentary.
did the commentary. I'm just trying to piece it together with the right pieces. It's going to be difficult because it's not time stamped, but I can do it. I think I can do it.
Yeah, I meant to bring it tonight so you can have it.
I thought I told you that story, Mom. Oh.
What are you looking at over there? I don't know.
Hi, sweet girl. You're back.
Oh, it's a girl again.
You're back. You're back.
Daddy, I want something. Daddy, I want something. Whoop, there we go. I'm
So
backing
Buddy
out.
would bark until he got what he wants. She's going to barrel
She just
her way
climbs
into it. I'm going to have to cut a hole in the desk so she can come around.
I think you got that shirt dirty.
Yeah, it'll wash.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Chris in the Connecticut shirt. All right.
What's this? I don't want to... You don't want to...
Know which end, Mike.
Oh.
When you said about both ends.
Okay. All right. All right. Now let me think here. Where are we going to go? I got lots of stuff. Now I have lots of material that we aren't going to use again.
We had better stories.
I know I had some stuff I wanted to. I'll do a. How about that Brian Louder thing? The guy that killed his girlfriend. I got
That's
stuff
running?
for her. Yeah, I got stuff for him too. Here it is.
Yeah, I don't know what to think
I
about
must
that.
have had. It was trying to tell me I must have had updates, because right now it's spinning and it's saying it's still working on updates.
Oh,
So
that could be a
it tells me
problem.
not to turn my PC off. And,
It's only at 3%.
yeah, it's only at 3%, so it's going very slow. But
Well, those updates do take time.
yeah, so I may have to turn it on again. Even I won't turn it off, but
So as we know, this Brian Loudry is on the road, on the run. He he allegedly killed Gabby Potato. We missed a bunch of shows, so we missed all of this stuff with him. We have Dog the Bounty Hunter who's chasing him. We have the FBI who's
I didn't think
chasing
he
him.
was chasing him anymore.
I don't.
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
I'm
did
just-
he dog the
I'm-
bounty hunter in
I'm
jail?
catching up.
Oh, okay.
I'm catching up on all the things that happened
Oh, okay.
since then. I'm just trying to give a
Oh, okay.
like the rundown because I don't want to just start talking about it. I want to talk about how I got to this point. So Brian and his girlfriend Gabby went camping. They were hiking supposedly, and she showed signs of strangulation from the word from the report, the autopsy report. The Dog the Bounty Hunter got on the case, hasn't really done anything. I don't know if he's still on the case or not, but that was part of the news. The Loudry family attorney said that they react to the news that she was strangled, and I mean, what can you say if your own kid, killed someone? That'd be horrifying to try to get to understand. I mean, what if your child had done that? I wouldn't even know how do you react to something like
You can
that?
always say what I say. I don't know nothing. I'm an underpaid employee.
I feel for them because
No,
I feel for Gabby's family especially, but I do feel for them because geez, what a horrible thing to find that we don't know where he's at. We don't know. I mean, it's easy to hide. I mean, if you do it right, and just really strange and sad that they got to find that their own kid did that. There were protesters that wanted to confront the Loundries, and they probably don't know anything. I mean, they're knocking on the door. What are they going to do? I mean, they don't know. They just know that their son is being thought of as a criminal, and we are fairly sure he did it because he disappeared fast enough. And I couldn't even imagine coming home and after doing something like that. It just is so weird. It's foreign to me that anybody could do that. I don't know. I mean, even the Loudry's lawyer says tragedy. It's what can you say? He obviously did it, and but the weirdest news, and I don't know if you know this or not. This is the weirdest news. A man was ambushed by U.S. Marshals at his hotel room after being mistaken for Brian Loundry. I would not want to be in that situation because here you are, innocent, and you're being like, who? I mean, he probably knows who he is, but...
And then they're saying, quit playing stupid and all this.
Well, it reminds me of when I was a kid. I had just gotten out of the hospital. I was 22. I just got out of the hospital. I had lung surgery, had a tracheotomy, and was in the hospital for 9 weeks and had a ventilator for most of that time I was there. And my dad took me. We went to a computer show, a computer flea market is what it was. And that's.
Do they even still have those?
Oh, well, back then
I knew they had them at least once a month.
There weren't really computer stores then.
Right.
But yeah, we went to this one that was out by Penn National, out at that Holiday Inn or whatever.
Okay.
And the police, my dad was driving, and the police pulled over the car. My dad went to give his license, and they said, "No, we want his license." I'm like, "What?"
You
My
rebel,
license.
you.
I said, "Okay, here it is." And here there was a person they were looking for who fit my description, and it was the mountain man of that area. And so I know what it's like to be mistaken for a missing person, because they thought I was him. But anyway, I had to prove I was me. And
How did
anyway,
you prove you're me?
well, my
Well, how'd you
license,
prove it?
my
It's
driver's
like,
license.
I mean, but sometimes, I mean, you can, easily. Did they?
Well, my dad was with me, and he had a driver's
Yeah,
license
that's
showing
my
he was
son.
my dad.
Okay.
My dad could have easily said no, but I don't know him.
Yeah, I know. That's
But
real.
anyway, a man was ambushed by U.S. Marshals who thought he was Gabby Petito's fiance. Severin Beckworth said U.S. Marshals kicked down the door of his hotel room in North Carolina. And of course, Loudry was named person of interest. So,
That would be like scary to me if I was
I
like in
know,
the middle of
right?
maybe going to a shower or something, and you're standing there naked, and boom, next thing you know, the door gets blown the hell open, and then you're standing there naked and going, "Wait a minute, could I get some ID and clothes on, please?"
and they wouldn't let you do that. They would be
They
afraid
wouldn't.
that
That's what
you'll
I'm
get
saying.
it.
They
Yeah.
would. They would just poop. It would be like, and then God knows what the heck would
So
happen.
Severin Beckworth of
I'd
Ithaca,
freak the
New
heck
York,
out.
had been hiking the Appalachian Trail with his girlfriend since late September, when the couple decided to take a break from the woods and stay at the lodge at the Fontana Village Resort. The couple settled into their hotel room for a midday nap when they were awoken by knocking before the door was burst open. Next thing I see is a bunch of guys with riot shields and U.S. Marshals written on them, handguns pointed at my face. He added that he still was in his underwear and when he was handcuffed and taken into the hallway. Beckworth recalled the moment he asked an employee at the Fontana Lake Arena to use his phone to call in for a shuttle to take them to a retreat 2 miles off the trail. The marshal showed Beckwith a photo that the employee had taken of him on the phone, side by side with a photo of Loundry. They had a little side by side, and it was Brian and then me on their phone calling to get the shuttle. Before the uncanny resemblance, Beckworth said there were more details that convinced the marshals that he could be Loundry. He said one marshal touched the side of his forehead, of his head, and noted that he had a notch on the upper part of his inner ear, just like his. Beckworth said that he and his girlfriend, both from New York, like Petito, booked their hotel with a credit card and linked it to their New York address, which I guess was good enough motive to come in. But Beckworth didn't have Loundry hand tattoos, nor did he have his ID with Loundry's name on it. He said the marshals took his fingerprints and suggested he shave his beard to avoid further encounters like this one. Well, I mean, he could probably get them on
False arrest.
Well, if they arrest them, but yeah, that's just unbelievable. He says he immediately regretted doing so because I have much less of a chin than Loundry has. The U.S. Marshals Service said in a statement that they had assisted the county sheriff's office in the investigation and was not to lead the agency. So, I mean, I'm telling you, that had to be that would have stopped your heart if you saw those marshals coming in after you.
Yep.
And if you had done anything wrong,
Yeah, they'd be running your
You'd be
ID
running
just to make sure to be like, okay, we were going after this guy, but we got you with a bonus.
But you would sit there and you would run that through your head. What did I do? What did I do? What can they get me for? Because Ah, man, I'm telling you, that would be just is too much. So, wow.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
time to-
already.
Yeah. I got a lot of stories left, too.
Well, save them for next
I'll
week.
find a good one to end on, though.
Yeah, I've only had 5% update, so I'm gonna have to do this again.
Just leave it here.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
No, do I? Wait a minute. I mean,
That's what I'm looking.
I think I do have it on Friday.
Have a what on Friday?
I have therapy on Friday, but I could do it on my phone if I really have to.
Well, why don't you? You can drop by and pick it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
You know how to get in.
Yeah.
I have to
So,
do some errands tomorrow,
Well, we
but I mean,
can probably do it on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, because Wednesday.
what am I doing? I'm doing something.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, so.
I'm thinking I got something to do. I know what. Okay. Yeah,
What-
I won't be
Wait.
doing that till later.
Wait,
What? No.
Wings.
No.
Mom.
Oh, that's right. Thursday. Well.
Thursday night on our way back through, we'll stop
Yeah,
and get
we'll
it.
get it on our way back through
Yeah, it's
Thursday.
not that
Okay,
bad.
there you go.
You know how to get in.
Well, yeah, you can do that. There you go. Do that on Thursday.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's no big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
So, what number are you at? We can do the show as long as we want. I mean,
Well, we're only at 6%.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not like even close. So that's what I'm saying. So we're fine. I mean, like I said,
Ashley and I'll stop and get it on our way
yeah,
back through.
that's no big
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, because it's not like I'm going to use it today, but tonight or tomorrow.
Right.
The only time I'll use it again is Friday again. So, well, then I can give you the disc and you can give it to him.
Okay.
So,
well, I just
Check up your nose.
I got something stuck.
You're gonna sleep in the other room and you're gonna walk home.
yeah.
You did it earlier and you
5
totally
minutes after-
missed it.
No, I was
5 minutes
ignoring
after
it.
I sleep in the other room, you'll be crying.
No, I won't.
Yeah,
Back
she was.
in.
Come back
Yes, you will.
already.
Bullshit.
No, I won't.
Yes,
That
you
that
will.
wasn't too. That wasn't a good one. You might want to try that
I
again.
may want to try that again.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nope.
All right, so we want to quit, or we want one more? Or
One more at the end
All
of the show. One more
I
at the
will
end
find
of the
a
show.
good one. I don't want to just do anything. That may take too long. This one.
I'll get it better.
Okay.
I'll do better.
You had it good earlier.
You
Yeah, I
had
know.
to keep practicing.
Probably because my mic is in the way. Bullshit.
Keep trying.
That sounded good.
That's
No.
how-
No, yeah,
come
yeah,
on
that
now.
sounded. Yeah, just because it's against
Just 'cause
her,
it's
she
against
doesn't.
her,
Yeah,
she doesn't say
exactly,
it's good.
exactly,
If it was
exactly.
against you, she wouldn't. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she would say, "Yeah, okay, that's good,
No,
Michael."
because you forgot the.
Oh,
Bullshit!
Okay,
'cause
here's a
that's
good
what
one.
I do. I do the direct bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the last story. And the reason I'm doing this is I owned one. A Chevy Impala. I
Yep, I had one.
I had a
but mine was
67.
69.
I had a 67. Well, this Chevy Impala is kind of cool because it's Tesla powered.
Oh, wow.
It's
Next
America's
time I
greatest
see you, I want to
classics.
see your Nick. Hey, could
You have the
jump on-
Chevy Impala. It's popular for restoration, a lot of restoration. But this one, this one, this restoration has a battery pack of the plaid Tesla Model S.
Oh.
So they take the time that they actually, there's the Impala restored. Okay,
We did see quite a few Teslas in our adventure.
I'm sure. Here's where the batteries are.
Oh, wow. In the motor.
They take the motor out and put it in there.
Wow, that's cool.
There's the bottom. There's where the motors are for running the wheels.
See, I'd be afraid of having that low. Like, obviously, you wouldn't run it in this winter time, but you know.
He does.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you got a lot of snow,
You've got the suspension that you can walk it down.
Yeah, I don't think they do with this car.
Thank you.
Although I don't know. I don't know that they do.
Okay.
But they have drive, reverse, and neutral. Those are three. But I think it's really cool that they were able to make this car into a Tesla. So they just basically took the frame, or they just took the top, and they put it was a Tesla bottom, but it still looked cool.
You can see
And nobody
me
else
getting
has
kisses.
anything like that.
I just got kisses from her, and you can see it on the screen.
Who'd you get kisses from?
The dog.
Cheyenne!
Not me.
You lesbians.
You jealous?
Yeah.
Just don't tell my other boyfriend.
I won't tell him. I've never talked to him.
I want to know how many boyfriends you have.
Too many.
2 boyfriends and 1 girlfriend.
Well, did you hear who I...
Oh, is there another one?
No, but did you hear who Mom and I are going to see on Thursday?
Walter.
Remember the guy that helped me move down here that you got to talking to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What's he?
All I know is when
Coming
I
down
get
here
home
for?
Thursday.
Huh?
What's he
They'll
coming
be
down here
shortly
for?
up.
He's not coming down here. We're going up to Belfont, and we're gonna see him.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I forgot that about Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that works.
I'm not planning on being late, that's for sure. Hi, sweetheart.
All right.
Daddy,
you're back
Daddy.
She's like, the show's 8. It's time. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
You
come
want
on, let's
something?
go to bed, Daddy.
You want
I
something?
am not. You're not a lapdog. My
You want
lap's not
something?
that big.
Oh, she thinks she is. Believe me, she thinks she is. All right. I guess we'll get it. We'll get this thing wrapped up here. Since it
She said
is-
you said one more.
Oh, that was the one more.
I know, but she's saying
ow.
Yeah.
you said one more.
Ow.
All right.
All right.
You guys have anything else you want to say?
No, just I think we did pretty good tonight.
Okay.
You know, we
Goodbye.
had no
Or
problems.
good night till next week.
Yep.
Shh. It's not over yet.
Wait a minute. There's 2 seconds left of the show. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, the last when we did it the one week, it just shut
Oh
off
my
like after
God!
an hour
Yeah, him
and
and
a half.
I were. Oh my God!
Oh, I was.
It was problem after problem after problem.
Well, it's good. This stuff's working. I got to figure out why Twitter didn't work, but I think everything else worked.
Wants to update too. So I'm just gonna do this.
Well, that's one way to teach it.
Well, I'm not even gonna. Turn,
Well, I'll
like I
update
said,
it at home.
mine won't turn off. As long as I don't, like, it won't shut down on me because it's telling me not to do anything, and I'm not doing anything. So.
Okay, let's see here. Where's my ending stuff? Oh, it's over here. Okay, there we are. All right.
But I'll take everything and put it.
All
in
right. I
bags
will
and
talk to you
this.
guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
And, all right. Talk to you guys later.